You ready? Clap?
Yep.
Starting. 3, 2.
Welcome to the Point Podcast with Jake, your host, and his best friend Ben.
What's going on, everyone? This is Jake here from WeTradeHQ. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We are now on episode 4.
I was going to say 3 there.
4.
Episode 4. This is my third
4.
time, but yes.
Can we do math? Yeah, 4. Episode 4 of To The Point Podcast, where we go over the latest and greatest stock market, finance news, maybe crypto news, whatever it may be. We just want to talk about it, share our thoughts, and let you guys know what's going on.
But today, we have a change in our schedule.
Yes, we do.
Starting off with financial memes.
Yes.
So we have one to show you guys.
Let's get to it. So yeah, at the beginning of each episode, usually we start off with a news item, but we want to make it fun. So we got a meme. This is from the subreddit Wall Street Bets. I'm sure you guys have heard of it.
Yeah.
He's an avid poster on it, actually.
Not at all.
And our meme today is the classic Winnie the Pooh meme where he's kind of laying down and then he gets all fancy. So the meme goes, we got Winnie the Pooh. First he says, I day trade using Robinhood. Everyone trades with Robinhood. Great platform. But then he gets in a little tuxedo here and a little bow tie and he says,
I'm an equity trader with 3+ years of experience trading global equities. I have a strong understanding of electronic trading platforms, regulatory environments, and risk.
That was so good. I love it. That was
Anyways,
so good.
I thought this was hilarious.
Oh my God.
10 out of 10 meme.
That was great. Good job, man.
Let's get into our news.
All right, let's start. All right, so first item, Uber is planning on IPOing later this year, and Travis Kalanick, who was actually one of the original founders, who's not part of the company anymore. 2 years ago, he was ousted. He could be worth up to $8.6 billion after the IPO. So Travis, like I said, he founded Uber with another co-founder. My name is blanking on him. But he owns 8.6% of Uber, which is funny enough because he could be worth 8.6 billion.
It's a funny number.
So I don't know what the ratio would be. But yeah, Uber is planning on IPOing later this year, reportedly worth up to $100 billion.
That's crazy. That's a lot of money,
That's
especially when you compare it to their competitor Lyft, who currently is at 17 billion. That's their market
17,
cap.
yep.
We just checked, and 23 billion is what they opened at.
Yeah.
So this is like 5 times that. Yeah.
Insane. So yeah, Kalanick owns 117.5 million shares of Uber, but he actually can't sell that until 6 months after the IPO. I don't know if it's a regulation or a law, but what it says here is there's what's it called?
A selling restriction or something.
Yeah,
On the
post-IPO lockup period.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know if the SEC imposes that, or maybe it's with his shareholders and other board members, but he cannot sell until 6 months after the IPO. So yeah, excited for Uber. I don't know how they're going to sustain. We talked about Lyft the last podcast.
Yeah.
Being profitable is very hard for them.
Do you have a date on the IPO there, or is it still coming up?
I don't
in the
have a
next
date.
Couple weeks?
They filed their prospectus, so maybe it's in that, but I don't have the date on hand.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, that's kind of the first item.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Our next company that we're talking about is Robinhood. They have some news coming out before their IPO. They're planning to IPO later this year and go public. For those of you who don't know, Robinhood is a no commission. It's a free of fees trading platform. So it's on your mobile app. It's only available to Americans. They're really tailoring it to the millennial investor. So
Yep.
it's they kind of claim letting the young or the little guy
win,
giving him
yes.
the advantage. So
Yep.
they've claimed that in the last year, 2018, they've saved users $1 billion of fees, which is insane.
Yeah.
And I'm blanking on it now, but they have I don't know how many users there is.
6 million.
6 million.
I got
yeah,
you.
6 million users. So the news that they're releasing right now is, so they had something called a premium membership called Robinhood Gold, and it used to be $10 per month, but now half the price, so $5 per month. Members now have access to larger instant deposits, and $1,000 of that is interest free, which is awesome.
That's unreal.
And then they also are giving users with the gold membership access to level 2 on the NASDAQ.
Yeah.
And then so you're getting that market data as part of that, as well as more than 1,500 exclusive research reports from analysts at Morningstar. So,
That's cool.
for half the price, and then you're getting even more out of it. So,
Yeah.
it's
That's really
it's
good
pretty
to see.
exciting for them. yeah, as they're trying to push to become the millennial investors, one-stop shop
Yeah.
is kind of like what this article is talking about. They're gaining momentum as they announce these new premium features for the gold membership. So
I think, their platform is great. I think it's really good for beginner traders, amateur traders.
Yeah.
But the lack of, from my perspective, I think, I would use it at the beginning, but it just doesn't have enough features to really complete that package.
Yeah.
And if you want to take it that step further, where you're trading maybe more complex equities, or you want to get into algorithmic trading and use AI, you can't use Robinhood.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think it's amazing for just testing the waters. So there's a Canadian app that just is new 2 months ago called Wealth Simple Trade. Same idea, mobile only. You can access it on the app. Free commissions. You can trade ETFs, stocks. And I think it's great because if you want to get into something and just buy a couple shares, because it's a scary thing at first. You're like, I'm buying this, I'm putting my money. What if it goes down to zero? And it just allows you to get comfortable.
Yeah,
I find that's why I really like using interactive brokers. Yeah, because the commissions are so low, you don't have to worry about, or in this case, they're free.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about, $2 in, $4 out.
Yeah.
And now I'm just losing money even if I broke even. So it just allows you to kind of get comfortable, test the waters. They also offer checkings and savings accounts with interest rates that are roughly 30 times higher than what the banks offer.
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Accounts.
They just announced it in December. So they're giving about 3% annually back on the money put into those accounts, which is just another way that they're just trying to, offer competition in the market.
Yeah,
so.
really trying to get that market share. I don't think they've been profitable yet, so it's good to see that they're implementing these before their IPO.
Like a lot of other companies that are IPOing this year, they're still losing money. So, but that's not to say that they have great technology, great service, and hopefully going forward through the IPO, they just continue to disrupt this financial. They're actually on the top CNBC's 50 disruptors list for the past 2 years, ranking 38 in 2018. So it's kind of fun. I like cheering for the underdog.
Yeah, they're killing it, and I hope all the best for Robinhood. So it's good to see. All right, third news item. Amazon is now expanding to grocery delivery with their Whole Foods Market division. Amazon purchased Whole Foods, I want to say last year or the year before, for $13 billion, and now they're really trying to expand that market share. So they're going to be offering grocery delivery to 75 metros across the states. Some places like Asheville, Charlottesville, Columbia, many more. Obviously.
It's all under an hour, right?
Under an hour, yes.
Crazy.
Under an hour, available from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's really cool. What if it's like 9 p.m. and you're like, man, I really want some, I don't know, M&Ms or something. Boom, there you go. So I think this is great. People are getting lazier and lazier. They want more convenient items, and they're willing to pay for it. So they're going to be offering this service starting, I don't know when it starts. Oh, it already launched. Sorry.
I don't have your back here on this one.
It already launched.
He said he was doing the Amazon.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, they've already launched with it, so...
That's cool. A lot of companies are trying to do this just to stay competitive with Amazon. Like Walmart, they do delivery to the parking lot, so you can order your thing online. They'll bring it to your car, which is still sweet. And then I know like Zara's or like PC Financial. I don't know if it's in the States, but you can do like ordering online and then like go pick up or whatever, which is cool. I've never used it.
It's cool.
Have you ever used it?
I've never used it. And one of my worries is when you go to order, how do they know how to pick like the best bananas or vegetables, right? Like you have to trust that they're going to do a good job with that. And that's always something I've wondered. I'm like, yo, what if I order some bananas, but they pick crappy bananas?
That's true. Or like, the watermelon. When
they don't knock on it.
I don't have to worry about that because I don't have vegetables, but...
Of course you don't.
Kidding.
Eat your veggies,
Frozen
man.
pizza.
So yeah, it's going to be calling Prime now, and you can visit there to shop. You can also use Alexa. I'm not going to trigger the command, but to order your Whole Foods as well.
Hey, Alexa.
He did it.
Subscribe to WeTradeHQ.
Subscribe to WeTradeHQ. So
cool.
So yeah, that's our third news item. That's Amazon.
Sweet. Our last news item is about the Federal Reserve. Actually, it's about Goldman Sachs reacting to the Federal Reserve, saying now that the chance of a recession has gone from 20% in Q4 of 2018 to now 10%.
Wow.
So this is good news. They're basically saying that global what is it here? Global growth and is appearing to be more stable. And the U.S. is actually, showing signs of growth momentum. And they use all these fancy terms in this article. I don't want to get too technically with my jargon and all that, but there's the FCI, which is the Financial Conditions Index, which is what the Federal Reserve uses to determine whether to raise the interest rates or not. Basically, Treasury yields have risen, as well as, where is it here? The yield curve, which is no longer inverted between the 10-year note yield and the 3-month bill yield. So yeah, that sounds really confusing. But basically, a yield curve inversion is seen as a reliable recession signal, and just recently it is no longer inverted. So that's good news.
Good sign.
Basically, they're saying that the easing of financial conditions was by far the biggest influence on the reduction of the downside risks. So great news for the economy.
That's good to
Hopefully
hear.
we see it keep going up.
Yeah, we're seeing SPY doing very well, so that could be a good sign. I never thought we could put a percentage on recession, but from what you're talking about with the FCI and the yield curve, I guess those are really good indicators at determining that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not great with all of these things.
Me
and
either.
It's really complex, and I think they try to make it sound complex to scare people off. For me, I mean, they're saying, oh, it's going from 20% to 10%. Like, okay, they can try to predict it as much as they want. You can react to that news as much as you want.
Yep.
But really, just play the facts. Don't play the news, because it's not a guarantee of whether that's going to happen. A recession could happen tomorrow, and they could have said that, oh, it's 10% now, and, it's just play what actually ever happens, and, go accordingly with that. So
yeah, do your own due diligence, because obviously the government, they do research, they say things, but, it all depends on, your knowledge, and anything can happen.
Yeah.
And they didn't predict, 2008, so yeah.
Yeah, they were actually trying to hide it, right?
They were trying to hide it, exactly.
And who knows what's happening if this is the same thing. So, like anything with that, we're just saying the news. You can choose how to react to it, but in the end, don't play the news. Play the actual facts.
The facts.
With how you decide to invest.
And your knowledge, yep. All right, guys. Well, that's everything. That is all we have today. I really appreciate you guys watching. Before we end the podcast, I wanted to mention that you should join our Discord. We have a Discord of over 4,000 members for WeTradeHQ. The link is, I'll post it probably as a card or in the description, and you can click that. Join Day Traders Live and, just talk about the markets, stocks, options, crypto, futures, Forex. We got everything.
They got a really cool community. You join, and they've got a channel for anything that you're interested in. Getting out of debt, young investors, Canadian investors, whatever it is, you can find it there. And there's great resources, great people. They post all their videos and stuff. So, join it. It'll be, it's free, and it'll be posted down below. So
it's a good time.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Be sure to leave a comment below. Also, sorry to interrupt you there.
No worries.
And please, we would really appreciate your subscription and a thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up.
Guys, we're at 67 subscribers right now.
Yeah.
We need to beat PewDiePie in this race.
Yeah, we got to beat 92 million.
Right,
93 million, I think?
He's way up there.
Way up there,
We want to hit 100 before episode 5. So let's go. 40 people, 37 people. Just hit that, smash that like button. Boom, comment, subscribe below. Let's go.
I love it.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.